What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe, and we're continuing what we're going to call our new player experience. So every time I'm into my young Excalibro, if you will, I'm going to call it a new player experience. So I'm going to first dump up the setups that I have here, lack of setups, if you will, for my weapons and for Excalibro, so you can quickly see them here. We are not working with very much. We are soloing through the maps slowly but surely, so we can get our level ups and progress through here. One of the main reasons for redoing it, I wanted to get that new player experience, obviously, with the whole Captain of War and those quests and stuff. And I still have some other quests that I want to go through here with him, and we'll do that all on this character, as well as I wanted to be able to make all those early mastery rank videos that I didn't make. And of course, I screwed up the level 1 mastery, but we're moving on from 2 beyond. So I'm dealing here with lack of mods and lack of money and everything. You forget once you get to that higher rank and you've been playing for so long and you have tons of extra mods and tons of extra money, and you haven't you forget what it's like to take it back to the beginning. And sometimes it's actually not a bad thing just to have an alternate character, just to go back to the beginning and be like knowing that you don't have the ability to just power through in a minute, and as a seasoned player or veteran player, if you will, you forget that when you're running with lower level players, ranks 1 and 2 and 0 and 3, that they don't have the capabilities of keeping up with you. They also don't have the capabilities of running as much damage as you. So, and of course leveling up is a real pain in the ass if you're not able to get a lot of any of the feeling that you're even contributing at points. So sometimes it's kind of like a look at, you gotta sit there and think that as your seasoned player, are you doing too much and not letting the other guy feel like he has some contribution in this? I mean, can you sometimes just sit back and support these other guys as they go through, instead of taking the power roll through and just be like, alright guys, take it, be done with it. And you have to remember, if you get too far away from each other, the new guy's not getting all that XP that he really, really needs. So these are just things to keep in mind. I've met a few really good people playing here in the lower level, and I've met a few real jackasses, if you will. They just don't have a tolerance for newer players. If you don't have a tolerance for new players, then don't freaking play with new players. I don't know how else to say it. They ask a lot of questions. They do a lot of dumb things. I mean, you're a new player. You're learning the game. When you started and you were a new player, you were learning the game. So it's the same thing. But overall, I just want to go through these. So I'll just randomly go through these. I like when I'm in between doing builds and stuff, because builds take a lot. I mean, everything that happens takes a lot for me to do. With that, we'll do some little chit chat in here, because I like to talk. I haven't done any straight gameplay videos here in a while where I can just sit back, tell you guys everything that's going on and whatnot, and just chit chat and end up having conversations here where you guys respond to everything that I say, which is always cool. I love doing this. I love the interaction, and you know that. So things that have been going on. It's been a hell of a week for me. We had our AC unit busted over the weekend, and that in itself had to get fixed right away, because we were sitting at 82 degrees downstairs, almost 90 degrees upstairs in our house, and many of you know my daughter has severe asthma along with a number of other medical issues, and so matter of getting that stuff fixed right away. And that was by the time they were done fixing the outside unit that had taken a power surge from earlier in the week, that had actually taken out the whole zip code because of a transformer blowout at the electrical station. That was $400+, we'll just say that, out of the pocket. And then of course they're in school now. They've been in school for a month by 3, and it's time to register and sign up for all these extracurricular activities, and so they've been doing that, and yeah, that adds up in cost, but it also adds up in time. You know, with so many of them, so many things that they each want to do, and trying to make sure that one, they get to do what they want to do, and two, they're not doing too much. It can be tough, and of course, as a parent, now you've got to balance, you know, your job and all of their after-school activities, and making sure that you make it to all of them and all that stuff. And along with right now, end of the year for me at work, end of the year in the business that I'm in the larger businesses, most people know that end of fiscal year is what they call it, would be the end of September, so September 30th. So now is the time, it's crunch time. Now is when you see everything that's been sitting on that plate, all those projects that have been just sitting there in the office that haven't had anything done with them. Now you see all your clients come back and saying, okay, it's time to get this done, and we want it done by this date. We want to push this out because now they've got their last minute budget filled. They need to get it done by September 30th, and it needs to be in and booked, and now it's just major stress. You know, not only have I just worked on some of the biggest projects that I've ever had to work on, in terms of material work, as it's just me. It's me and one other guy that have to see every project. It's my first touch on the projects, and have to go through all these things and do my job. And when I'm done with my job, I send it over to basically my boss, and he has to check it all over. And once we've checked it and made sure everything is good, then we can push it out. But I work in the railroad, and I work on materials, and it is stressful. That's all we'll say. Making sure that you have the proper stuff to go out on projects. But so we've had that, and the guys in the clan will tell you that the past couple weeks I have literally only been on Ventrilo maybe once or twice, maybe for an hour, before I'm just too tired that I can't even keep up anymore. And that's just this way it's gonna be for September. But I am trying to maintain my 2 videos a day, or at least 1 video a day. I've been trying really hard. Of course, you know I always try to do some kind of Warframe. We had those 14.6 update that's really ripped into me and burned me pretty bad. Still experiencing some lag issues with gaming. It isn't as bad, but it's still I don't like what they did with this detection system. It's hurting everybody, not just, you know, the laptop players that get the ding, which I've adjusted for now with the settings, but you know, it hurts everybody in general. I mean, everybody feels it, not just them, you know. I mean, regular desktop players, everybody, because even the desktops that can't handle hosting now get stuck as hosts, and everybody gets lagged, and it just gets disappointing and whatever. The reason I didn't post anything yesterday, really, except for the 1 video in the morning, other than it taking like 5 hours to make that 1 video. Yes, it takes forever to make videos and get them out. Even this one will probably take 2 hours plus to put out. But we spent a little portion of the day, and I shouldn't say the day, the evening yesterday at the hospital in the ER with my daughter. She apparently got a bug bite or 2, I don't remember, Thursday or Friday, and we thought it was just nothing. And then by the time last night came around, her whole leg is swollen up, and it's really bad. So we had to take her to the ER, and she's got some medication she's going to be getting today, some antibiotics and stuff. But it's an infection. It's a reaction to the bug bites, which most likely looks like ant bites. A group of ant bites got to her one section of the leg, and she's having a allergic reaction to it. So. But we're working through it. Anyway, hit that like button for me. Comments, questions, anything like that below. We'll have a lot more stuff coming, so just bear with me. I am trying to push as hard as I can. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.